Greetings. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here on my YouTube, Aya and on my podcast, The Trigger Happy Workbook. I'm doing something new. I am recording live on the YouTubes, and I'm also um, making the audio for my podcast. And on my YouTube channel, those of you who don't know, I do have a podcast channel on Spotify called the Trigger Happy Workbook. So you can join me on there. We also are on Patreon, patreon.com/IFLNA. And there's lots of new stuff being uploaded, but my main goal is to make an online ashram, meditation ashram. So I promote the monthly 15 minutes a day for 15 days, starting on the 15th of every month. And I love it. It's been hard for me to get to that because of the topic we're going to be discussing today. Like, I did not feel like I deserve. Good morning. I didn't feel like I deserved to do nothing and receive everything. Like, that is the message that my guides have been trying to put into the cells of my being, like, for years. It hasn't been months. It hasn't just been 1 year. It hasn't been this year. I was burning myself out when I was doing trauma healing with people real heavy and doing readings and doing astrology, because that I was in like my shamanic zone, and that those lessons for me are over, and I am allowed to move on to a different lessons, a different way of being, which is being mystic, more of a mystic than a shaman. You know, I'm not gonna lie, being a shaman is really hard. You have to stay really focused. It's like living your life like a nun. It's very rewarding, but the lessons that you're learning while helping other people are just as important. It's like they always say the teacher is the one that has the most to learn. You know, the teacher's learning from the students, and it's like a give and take. And I just felt like this is my lifetime to be free from that station. But in removing myself from that or easing into the next stage, they were trying to ease me into it. My guides, my ancestors, the angels, they were trying to ease me into my next phase of development by showing me that I don't have to do anything to deserve being the great I am that I am. All I have to do is just be. And getting that through to me, it took me going through a car wreck, really, to see that it's okay for me to relax. It's okay for me to receive. And it's okay to choose myself. Because the only way to receive is to choose yourself. If you are in a mode where you feel like you have to work hard in order to receive anything, you will only receive what your intent, the degree of what your intentions are. Let me see. I'm sorry, I'm getting a text message. I'm going to answer it, and then I'm going to press do not disturb. I'm sorry, you guys. Don't leave. I love you guys here with me. But yeah, it has been one of the hardest lessons to learn because it goes against everything that we all have been indoctrinated and brainwashed into believing about life. And life isn't all about getting. I was recording, I record lots of messages all the time, but I don't really post them, but I'm going to start post. I started posting them on my Patreon. Like, for those of you who join my Patreon, you'll get a bunch of voice notes, a lot of downloads, because I get a lot of wisdom and downloads to me throughout the day. But yesterday, I was recording a voice note about these very things, about like not being able to like stop that cycle, that vicious cycle of having to work hard and needing to get. Getting is not abundance. That means you are not in the receiving mode because you already have. You can't get what you already have. And if you don't know you already have it, it's like chasing your tail. So whatever it is that you want, firstly, you have to feel it, because when you feel it, you're certain that you have it. This is the type of being that we all are. We are feeling beings. We are sensational beings. How do you know something is true? I feel it. I feel it. When I'm in healing sessions with people and we get into the realm of the bodily sensations, where it comes to where is this rage or this memory, this stress? Because a lot of people hold certain energies in certain parts of their body, memories, and it could be in the cells of your body, in your muscles. It could be a kink in your neck. You keep stubbing your big toe. It could be anywhere in the body. So when we get down into that realm, how do you know you're angry? Where are you feeling that in your body? You know, and the same question would be for something that is expansive. How do you know you're abundant? Where do you feel that in your body? And so when you meditate, it's really important to intentionally focus on the sensations of what you actually are and stay away from what you're not. And I know that might be challenging for people who first start doing it, but whatever you focus on the most, it gets the most momentum, kind of like a snowball going down a hill. It's not about what you focus on the most, it automatically manifests. No, God's grace, what just came to me today, part of God's grace, because I don't know all of God's grace, but part of God's grace is time. God have, yeah, I love working with the body. Part of God's grace is the time it takes from a thought that we are thinking consistently to it showing up in real time. Some of us feel tortured by I was doing giving someone a love reading yesterday, and she wanted to know when the one, whatever we like to call the one, is showing up. And I heard 6 months to a year, if she can keep her frequency consistently high in the highest timeline, 3 months, you know? And she was like, that is a long time. And I knew she was going to feel that way. Because what she really wants to hear tomorrow, okay? And I'm like, well, you have more momentum in the other direction of manifesting the things that you don't enjoy, because you focus on that the most. You're focusing on something taking really long time. You're like, it's just going to take forever, yada, 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 yada. And so that is, if you keep thinking that, it's going to have more momentum. So you want to think, as far as your what you want to show up and appear before your very eyes. I'm saying that like that because before it shows up before your eyes, it's already done. The spiritual realm is the most powerful realm. You can't F with it. Nobody can. People try, but they always end up playing themselves, you know? And so, um, before we get into uh our channeling, I wanted to bring that message out. I have a very special guest, 1026. That's an important timestamp for me. I don't know about y'all. I have a very important guest that would like to make an appearance. And I'm kind of nervous because it's Saint Germain. I've worked with Saint Germain personally for I don't know how many years. Like I'm 42, I started my awakening processes this lifetime, probably at birth, but knowingly, how old was I? Um, 28. It would be during like my Saturn return, they would call it, you know? And I read Saint Germain's book, The Alchemist, which is a really amazing book. And you see, when I don't want to see that there's like no one here because that makes me feel nervous. Like I'm not doing the right things. And I'm already nervous enough as it is. So I'm gonna take a deep breath. Saint Germain. Thank you for taking the time to allow me to relax in my body. I invite you to breathe as well. Let your breath flow. My angels, my guides, my ascended masters are always around me, like they're always around you. But when they come through to me, the energy around me gets even lighter, and the frequency gets higher. I feel this happiness. I feel light. I feel joy. I feel peace, basically. So, and honestly, afterwards and during, it feels so good. I feel so like natural in my own skin, and that's why I enjoy the channeling. Okay, greetings, 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 spiritual ones. Greetings, spiritual ones. You are the light of life. You are the everything. You are the Alpha and the Omega. You cannot run from God's love. You cannot hide from God's love. Your ego is being cornered. You are feeling overwhelmed. You are feeling bombarded with energies. Your ego is feeling attacked. People around you are experiencing you like usual, like you're attacking them as your frequency gets higher. You are to not take responsibility for anyone else's feelings but your own. Be ye like little children. You are to be like a child. Children are in their own little world, not bothering anyone. They're not focused on anyone else. And they're also not guilty for being like so. You are not to feel guilty. This message is to assist you with understanding that you are not the cause of anyone else's depression, jealousy, self-hatred, rebellion against God. See, people see you, your energy, and see you coming, and they think that they're rising up and rebelling against you because you raise the standard when you come around. You raise the frequency because you do what's right. You do what causes joy and you do what causes peace. Other people have other intentions. They are out to get. They are out to get something that they think that they need. So they are looking to manipulate and maneuver. They want their charm, their beauty, their money, their material things, the power they have in the world to intimidate you because you're showing up as in the material realm a lot of times not having the power that the powers that be have brainwashed the herd, the flock, into believing that this is who you are and your identity. What you have, what you do, what your title is your identity. You're showing up as the great I am. You don't need an identity. You don't need material things. You have always known your power. You have always known who you are. Yet, you still believe that you have to try to fit in and please and work hard to deserve the validation of people who aren't your friend. They are, if someone is a friend of the world, this is a new shift. This is a new idea for a lot of you to take into the cells of your body. You know this instinctually, intuitively, but let it sink in. Because when you do, you will have a great awakening within yourself and you will become the abandoner instead of being the abandoned. It is time for you to be the abandoner. Abandonment is not a bad thing. Abandonment is a sure thing. It's the surest way to actually move from one frequency to the next with ease. Abandon. Abandon everything that is of the world, meaning non-reality, dualistic thinking. See, even the idea that abandonment is bad and hurtful is part of the world. That's the world's energy. That's the world's way of viewing things. Because the world feels guilty for the so-called original sin. You know, or you're learning, and you're starting to let into the cells of your body that there is no sin. That you are allowed to be here, now, just as you are. Choose yourself and receive everything because you already have it. The world thinks that I have to do this, I have to look like this, I have to um, manipulate that, I have to manipulate you, and then you will bow down to me, and I will feel above you. Therefore, I'm the validated one. And the world is either this or that all the time. And they're not going to choose you. So you're going to have to choose yourself. They are not your friend. Even if you grew up with them, even if they've been in your life for 20 years, when you truly start choosing yourself, everything that's not like minded is going to pass away. And some of you are still holding on so tight because you don't want to be an abandoner, because you know what it feels like. So now switch your perspective. It's time for you to take on a new perspective. That is not a bad thing to abandon. You're moving forward into what is truly yours, what you always have been, and you're not hurting anyone. They're hurting themselves with their own perception, just like you have been. Allow them the opportunity to take the responsibility for their own perception, just like you have had to. Stop babying everyone. No one really wants you to baby them. Even though they act like a damsel in distress, what they're really crying out for is their own love, just like you. You don't have to feel guilty. You can let it go. I'm sensing a lot of tears, a lot of grief, and a lot of mourning as you get and let into the cells of your being what that actually means. And for some, most, you won't really ever talk to these people again. You will be in a different dimension, on the same planet, different dimension, running around in different circles with people who actually support you and can show up for you and aren't doing things that will cause non-peace and drama, like being passive aggressive, wanting to win over the other, and just basically not understanding what life actually is, who they are. It takes self-understanding in order to grow. Self, with a capital S, is in connection to the great I am and will always and forever be so. That's why you are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. The beginning is in the end. The end is in the beginning. That's why when you want something, feel it, because it is done. You're at the beginning and the end, always. Always. You are an eternal being and you cannot run from love. Thank you so much for joining me in this channel for this transmission. Saint Germain out. Okay. Give me a second. Wow. You know, I felt very emotional. I always feel emotional after these sessions, because they link into my heart space. They mean it. They mean it with all of their heart. Your guides, the ascended masters, they send you messages all the time. Please take heed to them. They're giving you steps. The next right steps is how you're going to manifest what it is that you're asking for. This is something that I'm learning very deeply. It's not always like this big shebang that you need to do in order to for your manifestation to appear. You know what my guides have been telling me to do all week? Pack. See what you need to throw away. Put if you they're like pack your bags as if you're going to wherever, right? And see what needs to be thrown away. You need to, I'm being prepared for something and I don't know what it is. Clean. They told me that I was crying yesterday because I'm like, I don't know what to do. Clean. So I completely cleared my space. My space is so clean, it looks like I'm about to leave. And it feels different. I feel more enlivened. I feel like I've just made room for the new. Do what your intuition is telling you to do. It will give you energy. While you're doing it, it'll give you energy. If you're feeling stuck, because I'm about to do a reading. We're about to have a session because I like after I channel now to read, to do a reading. It's more energizing for me that way. When I was just starting off doing the readings, it was like, I don't know, it just felt like draining. But when I read after I channel, it feels really good. Okay. And thank you guys all on the Spotify for being here as well. I love you guys. That's a different tribe. The Spotify tribe. It's a totally different tribe from the YouTube tribe. Sometimes it is. But yes, do what your spirit guides are telling you to do. Knowing that it is done, that the beginning is in the end, means that from the moment you ask for something and they tell you what to do, they say take a nap, you go take a nap because you know that that's going to lead to what you ask for. That's how life works. That's literally all you have to do is what you're told to do, kind of like any other animal. We have choice, you know, but animals are just going off a straight instinct like a child. But the Bible does say to be ye like little children. Be ye like little children. Be in your own world, doing your own thing in your own way. Mind your own business. All right, we're about to do a reading, and I was going to flip the camera over. I thought I was, but I don't think I need to do that so that you guys can see the cards. But I'm feeling not to do that. Let's get right into it. I'm using my own deck that's on my website, Avatar in the City, which you can get on ayabellene.com. You will also find my services there as well. Let's see what your spirit team what messages they have for you at this time. And if you have any personal questions that you would like answered here in the stream, feel free to write them down in the comment box. And after this session, I will get to you. Thank you. I just ask that you send me a small donation of your liking, whatever your heart is moved to do. And please like the video or the podcast. I'm being drawn to show you this Lemurian crystal. Crystals are our friends. I feel that way. And they give us energy and information freely. And honestly, what I'm getting from this is to get on your highest timeline, ride that wave and have fun. You are an ancient being. You have done this before. You have been here before. You are a star child. You are deserving. Get on your highest timeline. Step into your power. You are powerful. You know you're powerful. Stop letting this world and these people who aren't your friend, who are not your friend, they're not your friend. No matter like your friends, your friends are people that allow you to stay in your zone without trying to, you know, take you out. You know how you can be around somebody, you're like, what did you just say? Why are you? It's like you don't need that drama right now. You don't need no drama right now. You need clear. Yes, clear energy. Make sure your energy is clear. They're showing me change your diet, change your life, change your whole lifestyle, change your identity. It seems like everything you have been doing, even the self sabotage, is so that you can stay around certain people, so that you can relate to them in some way. On a really like subconscious level, you don't even realize you're doing this, but you're doing this. All right, let's see what the messages are that come out. And you're more powerful than that. You just are afraid to show up as more powerful. You don't want to outshine people. You want to be fair. You want to share. You want to be, show that you're loving. It's like that proving type energy. I'm deserving of love because I give love. No, love yourself. That love belongs to you. If it makes you feel bad, let it go. How you feel is most important. All right. So we have the geisha lets her hair down. All right. And we have ready to show the world. And we have blizzard. Okay. The geisha lets her hair down, came out, reversed, and ready to show the world. So, all right. So you have gifts and talents. You have gifts and talents, and you also are in the process of learning how to love yourself, in the sense that everything you used to do in the past was to get validation from people. Even your highest gifts, you needed validation for it. You needed other people's approval, or somebody to like notice you or something, right? And the geisha lets her hair down is about you, like how geishas usually get dressed up and dolled up so that they can service their clients with a certain appearance, like an escort or something, right? But this card is about the geisha doing all of that for her, taking all of her power back. No, if I get dolled up, it's for me. And some of you might even be, I'm hearing, afraid or ashamed, 33 on the time right now, afraid or ashamed to let your freak flag fly. So you need to experiment. It's okay to, you know, try different things in your room by yourself, like at first. This is about you. Don't worry about other people right now. Ready to show the world. Ready to show the world. Ready to show the world is a butterfly about to come out of the cocoon. Almost. They're like, okay, I'm about to do it. I'm about to come out. I'm about to come out. And, and so it's like, you know who you are, what you have to offer. You just have never gotten a chance to be truly valued all the way, because it's been so much about other people. It's taken away from the fun for you of being you, of you being alive. Give me 1 sec. I need to get my charger. I'm here. Yeah, so when you are so worried about what other people think if they are enjoying you, then it's hard for you to enjoy yourself. If you're worried about if other people like it, do you like it? You know, and or if people aren't responding to you, complimenting you, and if they do, sometimes they're love bombing you, blowing smoke. So because it's something that they're trying to get, right? Because people of the world are trying to get something, and that always leaves you feeling depleted. It just always will. Because everyone has to plug into the right source of energy, and the right source of energy is within yourself. That's the hardest lesson. That's like one of the keys to ascension and awakening. Everybody wants to talk about ascension and awakening, but the biggest ordeal of it is loving yourself, like liking yourself, enjoying your life. You and life are one. You and life are the same thing. Enjoying your life means enjoying yourself. Okay? And so then we have blizzard, meaning what I'm seeing here is that if you change your identity to one that you actually enjoy, you know, like you're doing everything to please yourself, then there's like a energetic change, a challenge, so to speak, to where you may get even less validation than you're used to, or you might be in your cave, in your cubby hole even more. Um, you know, like this isolation type feeling, but it's not to punish you and it's not because you're doing anything wrong. You're supposed to enjoy the process if you can. And I'm saying if you can because spirit would definitely tell you to enjoy the process. Spirit is like you're get 3707, you're getting everything that you wanted and asked for. We're giving it to you. It's within you. Congratulations, you found it. And you're like, because we have made validation our God. And nothing is more powerful than God. What we put before God will end up turning against us. It never fails, it always does, eventually. If we put attention from others before God, at first it's fun and we like it, and then doesn't it always go sour? This is why we have these soul ties relationships and whatnot. It's something you're trying to get an energy source where there's limited energy. Man, okay, yeah. I was recording last night in my notes, in my voice notes, and I gave this analogy because humans don't understand why we can't get energy from each other and why it doesn't work. We have such a hard time getting that into the cells of our body and just letting it go, let it go. Um, but I understand that it's not easy, and it has not been easy for me by far. I am the codependent queen. Hello. Um, Nice to meet you. um, I gave the analogy of fruit, like fruits and vegetables. Say there's two apples. One, they're both hanging in a tree, and the other one apple looks at the other. It's like you have more juice than me. Give me some of your juice. Give me some of your juice. And the other apple's like, you have your own juice. It's like you have more than me. You're on the sunny side. I'm on the shady side. It's like, well, it's kind of like, well, that's the lot that you were given. It's gonna be okay. The juice you got is fine. Be happy with that. There's no way possible for me to give you any of my juice. You're talking crazy. You sound stupid. Better luck next incarnation in the next seed or something like that. Better luck next time, or make it work. Have fun with it. Do what you got to do. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to go bask in my own juices. I don't know if that analogy works, but it worked for me. I don't know. I'm just saying. Clarification for they want me to go to the Earth Magic deck. I wanted to keep using my deck because I like showing my cards and because I like marketing. Okay. But they're telling me to go to the Earth Magic deck to clarify. All right. We're going to clarify the geisha lets her hair down. The geisha lets her hair down. Clarification. All right. Ooh. Forest. Breathe. Forest. Breathe. The heart. Breathing into your heart. Yes. When you choose yourself, you are in your heart chakra. When you choose yourself, you are loving yourself. You are being gentle with yourself. When you choose yourself, you are in alignment with yourself and you're feeling good and you can breathe easier. Choosing yourself puts you in your highest timeline in the moment. Choosing yourself puts you in the present moment. And choosing yourself doesn't mean anything extreme in the moment. It's never extreme. See, we like to live in the highs and we condemn ourselves for the lows, and if we're not on a high in the moment, then we have all these defense mechanisms. I want to talk about maladaptive daydreaming soon, because that has been my go-to all my life. And it's not something that I hear a lot of people discuss, but I know a lot, especially neurodivergent, highly sensitive people, are in their head daydreaming as a way to cope with not being where they want to be, and it keeps you numb and you're not choosing yourself at those moments. Okay. But yes, breathe into choosing yourself as much all the time as possible. 100%, 50% of the time. Okay, iceberg submerged is ready to show the world. Interesting that came out reverse, and this is about the butterfly coming out of the cocoon here. And this is what I'm picking up is a lot of fear in the gut. I just felt like this, like my stomach dropped. It's like, you're so afraid and not used to people seeing who you really are. You're not even used to you seeing who you really are, it seems like. You have to get used to it. You have to submerge yourself into it slowly if you can. Or, pull the Band-Aid right on off. And it can just be you changing your hair, the color of your hair, or experimenting with a new nail polish color that you never wear. Like, start off where you're at. Your guides will tell you, just ask them, be like, where can I start? I want to choose myself and I don't know what that feels like inside my body. I'm not used to it. I haven't been in that space in a long time, but trust and believe you were born in that space. The beginning is at the end. You're going back to your innocence, the inner innocence of your childhood. You're being like guided to have fun again. And it's torturing you. I love how in the Saint Germain message, he started off saying, you cannot run, you cannot hide. And it's funny that he was channeling those messages to me, 4422. He was channeling those messages to me while I was cleaning. And I'm like, I'm not going to remember to say this. And I'm not going to remember any of this. And because I honestly didn't. And then he asked for permission to channel through me. And I'm like, sure. Okay. I don't know if I can do it in front of people, you know, but it was real easy. But anyway, that was the first thing that came out. You cannot run from love. You cannot hide. You cannot hide from your true self. And you're going to be okay as well. You're protected. I know people have very jealous responses to light beings, like you're like you're doing something wrong to them. And there's also this wound. Not only is there abandonment wound there, but there's also this wound like your light is evil in some way, like your light is like hurting others, or um you're doing something to people by being happy and being in your greatness. And it's because there's no competition with it. They can't F with it. Okay? You're that girl, you're that guy. Like when you're empowered and you're happy and you're beaming this light, people who are trying to get, they feel less than, because they're not seeing that they have the same power. They're looking at you like you're taking all of their potential, their energy. You're going to get all the guys, you're going to get all the girls. It's not fair. They want to take you down, and it can be scary to remember, have those memories in yourself. Some of you may have been burned at the stake in past lives. Some of you may have been killed for speaking up for what you believe in past lives. It's just like a lot of things happening in this iceberg here of your subconscious mind. A lot of memory, cellular memories that aren't so fun to the human experience. But part of breaking free from the illusion is knowing and understanding that the cult of death is not real. Like breaking free from the idea that death is bad. Because here you are. Is it, I mean, did you die? You know, you remember your past lives, right? A lot of you do. You get impressions of them. If you don't know what your past lives were, or you don't think you do, because I know you do, look at what cultures you're naturally drawn to, what world religions that you're drawn to the most. What's your favorite? There's a past life there. You know, look at what channelings you're drawn to the most, what angels you're drawn. I mean, nothing is a coincidence. So let's do clarification for the blizzard. Ooh, earth magic. Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you have more resources. There's more that you can do than what you can't do. And you focusing on what you don't have or what you can't do right now from where you're at is what's keeping you from experiencing this your own fairy energy. See, you're supposed to get into your own light. This is the only way you'll get into the receiving mode, because you are a receiver. You are always receiving, whether you're receiving what you do want or what you don't want. You're receiving, but you want to get in a particular receiving mode that feels like magic. It says earth magic here. So I'm getting the sense that you spending time in nature is, no matter what type of nature climate it is, spending time in nature, the earth, mother Gaia, Mother Earth is really important to your processing. You guys, you have a relationship with Mother Earth. You are part of one of the tribes that have been guardians of the earth, and you are protected by the earth. So spending time out in nature and spending time with animals, talking to the animals, talking to the trees. You're in deep communion already. And so, and I know in the world's eyes, that's crazy and it's weird. And we stay away from what's crazy and weird, but you're being told to go in that direction. Go in the direction of what seems crazy and weird to other people, and learn to not care. Learn to not care about that. Okay? I don't feel like this is like over. This reading is over. Earth magic. There's more to it. Let me see. Fairies, earth magic, your light. So they want me to keep reiterating how to get into your own energy and your own inner enjoyment, because when you stop receiving validation from the outside world, because you're getting rid of and purging any energies that aren't in a higher frequency, you can feel like dried out, like you don't have anything to look forward to, you don't have any friends, there's nothing coming to you like you would want. And you get into your own energy by sensing in your body when you feel the need to reach out to these people and give them your encouragement, your love, your happiness, and your joy. The energies that you give away so freely to other people, feel it. Think about somebody you want to call right now. Think about somebody you would love to spend time with, but maybe anytime you spend time with them, they bring you down or something like that. Think about that person. Think about how but it feels good to you to reach out to them for encouragement, right? That's your energy. That good feeling you feel when you're encouraging others, when you're supporting others, when you're doting on other people, when you're thinking about other people in a sense like, what do they need? That's you. That is the real you. Okay? The real you isn't you feeling bad because you're thinking about wanting and getting something from other people, and how you don't ever get. I don't ever get. I don't ever get this. I don't ever get that. Well, then you're not, because you need to say, I already have that. Meaning that, this is what I've been doing with my maladaptive daydreaming. Like the validation that I think or I'm imagining getting from this situation or that person is God's life force energy that I already have anyway. So I don't need to do that. I don't need to get anything from anybody or anything. The great I am that I am embodies all of those energies. It's an illusion that I don't have. And you have to keep doing this. And that's how your inner light will grow for you, because other people can already see it. Other people can feel it automatically. You're a magnet, but you're being asked to kind of like take away, withdraw, stop giving to people who have never been your friend, and you know it, because you can never get anywhere where you want to be. The peace, the harmony, it's like it always misses you because you don't have the same path. You're not on the same frequency, and it's time for you to kind of accept it, mourn it, do what you got to do, and learn how to be in your Christ consciousness, a self-sustaining, eternal, everlasting, abundant being. That's your true empowerment. I'm going to pull from the 72 angels of the Kabbalah, and then I'll let you guys go. Again, thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like the video. Feel free to comment. There's still time to leave a question in the comment box if you would like. If you would like to meet with me later on for personal sessions, go to my website. You can email me. I'm sure I probably have my phone number on my website somewhere. I used to anyway. You can text me. All right. 72 angels of the Kabbalah. What are your closing messages for the spiritual adventurers here? 72 angels. Your final messages. Angel Vasaraya, Angel 32, God the Just, Clemency and Equilibrium, protects against attacks in court. Vasaraya, Angel 32, God the Just, Clemency, goodness, balance. Okay, it looks like Reiki something or another. Like, you know, it looks like she's this angel here is playing and sitting with her own energy. You know how have you ever done a Reiki circle? And they have, or if you're a Reiki healer, like your first lessons or whatever, they'll have you hold your energy or a qigong or whatever in your hands, because when you do that, you can feel it. See, the most positive energy in your body, if you're having a hard time feeling good within your body, feel the energy in your hands and in your feet. That's where the most positive energies are located in the body. All right. And also doing exercises like, it's not qigong, it's tai chi, where you're like holding the ball. I like doing that. So it does help you feel balanced and relaxed. So you're being asked to being advised and guided to do more like gentle exercises. Be more gentle with yourself. This doesn't have to be, some parts of the process are harsh only because of the resistance, right? But you don't have to be harsh on yourself. You can like be understanding, be like, you know what? I have been brainwashed for probably many lifetimes while I've been also awakening many lifetimes, you know, and I'm getting to the end of a learning cycle and I need to breathe and I need to relax and I need to just kind of like feel good, because how you feel during the journey is going to be how you feel at the end. The beginning and the end are the same, right? So they're asking you to have fun and be in a fun energy. Even if it's foreign to you, get there. You can do it. You have to be like, I can do this. I can do this. Then you will do it. You can do this. And they're asking you to stay in this breath, in the forest, in the earth magic, with your Tai Chi and your tea, and you playing in the moment like a little child, because of what you are asking for, because of what you prayed for. This is the process. This is how you get there. You're being guided. You're being given steps. You don't know the whole picture. You don't need to know the whole picture, because you would get in the way with your thoughts, because you're powerful and you don't know it. That's really all. That's why we get in our own way, because we don't realize how powerful our thoughts are. So we're not disciplined in our thoughts. You're being asked to be more disciplined in protecting your energy and how you think, what you do with yourself, how you treat yourself. Be more disciplined with it. No more criticism. It does not work for you. It's not helping. You know, no more trying to save people. It's not working out. It never has. No more needing people to save you. They can't. They absolutely cannot. you're plugged more into the right source of energy than they are. How can you help them? Yet they think they are better than you and leading you because of superficial things. Topsy-turvy, all over the place. It's not giving what needs to be gave. And so these energies here are leading and guiding you so that you can have a life that's giving what needs to be gave. Period. All right. My head's all up in the camera. All right, next angel, please. Push that back a little bit. So we have here Manadel, angel 36. So we have 32 and 36, the honorable God, inner and outer work, helps one keep their job and protects against disasters. So the thing I like about these angels is that you can chant with them as well, and they will clear out any of these energies that they help out with, they service, okay? So Manadel, angel 36, the honorable God, inner and outer work, helps one keep their job. Inner and outer work, angel 36, the honorable God, Manadel, Basaraya. And how you chant is by saying the angel's name when you're in, like riding your breath with it, like Manadel, 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 like breathing in and out while you say the angel's name. Okay. Again, this is about balancing. You see this angel standing on this ball here, and they have their sword, and swords represent air, communication, balancing, honoring yourself, being balanced, and honoring you doing the work. This work is honoring yourself. It's showing that you believe in yourself. And that's really what's most important. You loving yourself, you choosing yourself, honoring the inner God is within you. I knew this, I don't know why I was thinking about this card, this angel, Dhammabaya, angel 65, God, the source of wisdom, fountain of wisdom, give success in all ventures. You cannot fail because God does not fail. This is a great ending to the reading, Dhammabaya. And even though I don't like to focus on the tarot of it, this is the world card in the Kabbalah, okay? Angel 65 represents the world. So there's a completion here. You're completing something. You're completing a cycle. You should be very proud of yourself. Even if, because I'm also hearing that you guys want to know about money, career, you know, just like, if I choose myself, am I going to be okay? All right, God, are you going to take care of me? That's always like where my ego goes with it whenever I'm honest about how things make me feel. Like, I don't want to do that job. I don't want to be in that place. I don't want to be around those people. I want to be with, I want to be doing this. I love doing this. It's my purpose. I feel on purpose. I want to, you know, just being real about like how things make you feel, because really, that's how you use your guidance, your inner guidance system. Listening to your body, breathing into your life, and being real and authentic about how stuff makes you feel, you will end up with the world at your feet. You will end up okay. The stuff in the middle, your spirit guides will support you. They are with you. They will not leave you. They will not leave you stranded. But you do have to get to the point to where you don't let your survival mode run your life. You don't let your abandonment wounds run your life. You don't let the false idea that God could ever not be with you, because it's just not possible. Like, the reason why you're even here right now doing what you're doing is the power of God within you. God is in everything. God will never leave you nor forsake you. Yet, if you ignore how you feel and you run away from your authenticity and you give your power away to everything else and everyone else, thinking that they're going to save you, give you money, and it's really God doing all of that. And why couldn't God give it to you in another channel through feeling good other than feeling like crap? Like, if God is so powerful, why wouldn't you trust in it? And so that's where you are in the middle, kind of working on that resistance and working on your trust and your relationship with God. And that's where no one can help you. No one can do that for you. Can anyone? 1055. It seemed like it stayed there until I said it. 10555. Fine. I was looking at it. I'm like, are you going to change? Weird. Okay. Getting grounded is important. God will show you your path to prosperity and money. Do not be discouraged if you don't know every little thing every step of the way. Keep reminding yourself that all is well with your soul. Okay? Make yourself feel good. It's best to ask for what you want and what you need when you're feeling good. After you get finished doing your breathing or your Tai Chi, or you can just sit here with your hands like this for a meditation. Maybe I might do a video, my next meditation, 1 minute video, just sitting here like this. And then you move. Then you make your request. And then I'll give you an affirmation that works for me every time. Okay? I am the precipitation of money in my hands right now. And that comes from Saint Germain. I am the precipitation of money in my hands right now. As soon as I say that, I start picking up coins off the ground. I'll start seeing money on my path, like wherever I'm at. Especially, that's why it's important to be outside too. If you are bunched up in quarters, you're not getting any air, you're not getting any movement. These energies want to move. I keep being drawn to this pulverized jade here. You're being asked to spend a lot of time with the earth, because that's where you're going to get your energy from, the relaxation, the downloads, watching the animals talking to, they have messages for you. They have guidance for you. In that sense of well-being, you want to stay in a state of well-being. Always, always, all is well with my soul. Always. Peace. I love you. Bye-bye, Spotify. We'll talk again soon tomorrow. Peace.